Hi guys, this time I'll be providing a tournament coverage rather than a replay review. H.A.T format tournament season officially concluded with H.A.T Championship 2025, so here we are with the most important tournament of the year. All year around, players have been gathering qualification invites for this exclusive tournament, and throughout the season, 46 players managed to get one. Wiz Khalifa, Tiger, and Molson got it first back in the January of 2025 for their Moraltech monthly 33 results, followed by basically every good player we have, with some of the biggest names available, namely Icaros, Samo, Nir, Nico Dutto, Flamestone Mafia, Tiger, Big Bird, Molson, as we said, Celsius, Dunko, Logger, Jay, Falco, Blab, Whisk, Dennis Debenis, Riftwa, Ghost Rider, and the list goes on. Noticeably, only Ultra Plant and Guari didn't qualify. The latter didn't even play in the last year, if I have my information right. Also, last year's winner, Poison, also didn't qualify. Other than that, we have every other player in the top 10 amongst 37 players who participated in this tournament. Tournament prizes summed up at 750 euros with a $10 entry fee. We had six rounds of Swiss with a top 8 top cut. Simultaneously, Moraltech Monthly 46 was carried out, so we already have our first invited players for the upcoming season. I'll probably make a separate video as coverage of the season itself. I'll see. There were some very spectacular, skillful, lucky and unlucky, grindy and strained up anime duels that occurred during the Swiss rounds, but in the end, only Samo was standing on the top with his 6-0 undefeated score. Two players, among them being Baba and Blab, only lost once, while 5 other players squeezed in with a 4-2 score. In the tournament, there were 7 Girgia, either pure or with hands, 6 Artifact Traptrix decks, and 6 Mermails. 2 players brought gadgets, and everything else was a one-off. Quakimeru Fire Fist, Karakuri Girgia, Fire King, Artifact Girgia, Hieratic Ruler, Lightsworn Bujin, Artifact Thunder, Hero Beat, Infernity, Fire Fist Traptrix, Lightsworn Ruler, rank 4 Toolbox or whatever Falco was playing, Bujin, Evil Swarm, Constellar Artifact, and Quakimeru. So, no spellbook and no dragons of any sorts. Let's get to the top cut. With this top cut, we can see that Insits topped 2 years in a row, and Samo actually 3 years in a row. Great achievement by both. Apart from those two, we have Baba finishing second in Swiss, followed by Blab, Falco and Loco, Floatstone Mafia, and me are the last 4 to complete the top cut. In the last few months, we didn't see much Girgia topping. It might be a reflection of Samo, Nir, and me not playing as much, or actually at all. But some of us still decided to bring Girgia, and it took the biggest part of the pie chart with 3 slots. So 2 Girgia hands for me and Samo, and 1 for Artifact Girgia, which Baba brought. Insits brought his Old Faithful, Evil Storm. Eloko his trusted Bujins, Blab Quakimeru, Float brought Cat here, and Falco his new deck of choice, Hand Evil Storm Trap Tricks, I suppose we'll call it, a real wonder to behold. This means no actual hat and no Mermail. Other players who bubbled with their 4-2 score played Infernity, Firefist Trap Tricks, Mermail, Constellar Artifact, and H.A.T. Both Georgia hands had to face each other immediately in the top cut, with Samo Pusteno coming up on top after a 50-minute game 1, continuing his undefeated onslaught. Falco beat Insids but lost against Samo in their 80-minute match. In game 2 of this semi-finals match, Falco actually kept Samo's entire Girgia deck at bay with only 2 main deck monsters, while Samo went through every monster in his deck, but it still wasn't enough. Falco won that game. The bottom half then woke up and Eloko beat Baba, even against some of Girgia Artifact's strongest openings we ever saw. So far, all 4 matches just mentioned were 2-1. Floatstone then defeated Blabsqua Kimeru 2-0, and after that removed El Loco from the tournament as well. Unfortunately, each game till now, so all 6 of them, was won by whoever won rock, paper, scissors. Nonetheless, congratulations to El Loco, who was the lowest seed in the standings at the start of the tournament and managed to get to the semifinals. In finals, we had Samo Pusteno's Georgia hands against Floatstone Mafia's Card Car Artifact Traptrix deck. And Float broke the curse of this top cut and didn't start, but managed to win 2-1 with an incredible comeback in game 3. So after Nico Duto's win in 2022, Indicut's back in 2023, and last year Poison's win, we've now crowned Floatstone Mafia as the new world champion of H.A.T format. I think it's best to check every deck for yourself. So here we have Georgia hand of mine, a classic build, nothing too spicy, maybe this one trap stun, rather than playing any wiretaps. Other than that, I wouldn't, actually overall I wouldn't change anything in this deck. Blab brought also a pretty standard build. He chose to run 3 Recon Power rather than 0, 1, or 2. He was probably expecting a lot of Girgia and artifact decks, Traptrick artifact decks. Again, nothing too spicy. The deck itself, Artifact Girgia, is spicy. But yeah, Baba brought only 3 Gianos, only 2 accelerators, which is, I suppose, standard in this new brew of the deck. And yeah, it worked very well for him. Again, if we accept that these decks play 2 accelerator and 3 Gianos, it is still pretty standard. Insids wasn't playing Evil Storm as we know it usually, but really prepared for mostly artifact decks, hand artifacts, with Schoolmeisters, 3 breakthrough skills, 0 Fiendish Chains, 2 Chalices. Yeah, but he did play about the same the previous year. Not much to say about Falco's deck. Something we've really never seen before. So we have 6 hands, 7 Evil Storms, 2 Mirmelio, 2 Dionea, with only 1 bottomless. one mirror force rather than anything else of good back row. Yeah, I'll keep it at that. El Loco's deck is pretty standard for Bujins. Yeah, really standard. 2 Crow in main. I think I'm pretty sure he main decked them. The previous tournament he finished second. Samo Pusteno always plays in Girga he plays wiretaps, so that's also rather standard, but only one breakthrough skill. It seems he wasn't that afraid of artifacts, and yeah, it worked for him since he went 8-0, but then lost exactly against artifact trap tricks. For Floatstone Mafia, he played Caduceus, and it worked out wonders for him from what I saw. So a pretty standard cut deck, but with Caduceus. Also, he decided to main site, which is appropriate because there were quite some Girgias, as we saw. Again, nothing too spectacular in the extra or side deck. But in any case, congratulations once more to everyone who topped and mostly to Floatstone Mafia who won. That's all for me. Have a nice day and bye.